Good evening, one and all. Welcome back to the Horse Racing Enthusiast on Teesside Ste&Dee on this really chilly Saturday night. Oh my word. Well, how have we done today then? We obviously had a good day yesterday. Not a brilliant day, but a good day, decent day. How have we done today? Well, I'll give you 9 horses. Well, I'll give you 10, but one was pulled out as a non-runner. Surprise, surprise. And there was a hell of a lot today. Well over 30 odd non-runners today across the 3 meetings, and of course Narvan was abandoned for waterlog. Right, so how did we get on? Well, Cheltenham, I did brilliantly at Cheltenham, but let's see. So I started off at Cheltenham 110, Planned Paradise, came 5th, which was paid out, of course. 5 places I got with Ladbrokes. I know Sky Bet did 6 and a few others did 6. 20 to 1 placed, so happy enough with that. That was good. Your next one at Cheltenham 220. Of course, we had 2 horses in. One, of course, was a non-runner. Then I had Holy Smoke, and that come 3rd at 9 to 1. So that was another decent place there. And then in the last one I had at Cheltenham, 255, Prince Zaltar, 2nd at 14 to 1. I know it come in at 13 to 2, Davey, but I had it at 14 to 1, best odds guaranteed. And it makes a difference. Look, I'll say it and I'll say it and I'll say it. Best odds guaranteed is the way forward. Is it worth going for these extra places? I ask myself. No, I don't think it is. I think your best odds guaranteed is far better. You get best odds guaranteed with Sky Bet if you're spending a lot of money and you're a member of this 2-week club or whatever it's called, the Sky Bet Club. So that's worth it for sure. But most of my bets have been Ladbrokes. I've always been with Ladbrokes, and I'd rather get an extra 5 or 6 to 1 than what you get with Sky Bet. But that's just my choice. I mean, everybody's different. I know the betting companies do far better, and a lot of people like to go for the extra places, and I do sometimes if I'm not too sure about things. But that's me 3 at Cheltenham, 20 to 1 place, 9 to 1 place, 14 to 1 place, all on best odds. I was going to do the 330 Cheltenham, and I didn't do it, and what I was going to do was the one that actually won it, which was 33 to 1. But it just looked such an horrendous race. I just thought, no, I'm leaving it alone. But when I look back today, when I realised it had won, and one of my friends on here, one of the tipsters, won with it, I looked, it was the only one actually had a plus rating, and it was only 2, plus rating of 2, but so was Prince Zaltar. All the rest were minus. So really, I should have gone for it, but never mind, it's gone, can't do anything about it. What I want to mention now, that was them, and I think I had one more place today. Oh no, Gold Claremont, that come 2nd in what was a 5-horse race initially, but went to a 4-horse race because of a non-runner. So of course in the end there was only one place, it came 2nd, so dipped out a little bit there. How else did it? Jerryville 2nd, 12 to 1 at Wetherby 343. Again, best odds guaranteed. So I've had 4 good places today, 20s, 14s, 12s and 9s. So that's like 4 out of 9 good places. So it's what? It's about 45%. I think that's good. But moving on, we had a few losers. Yes, we did. You know, a couple of the biggies didn't come in. Just go for it. That come nowhere. We were, like I say, very unlucky with Gold Claremont. Ruscio was poor. Ballistic was poor. Really fancied that one. It stood out quite considerably in the Wetherby 125, but didn't do anything. And Jericho Goa Kara, or whatever it was called, a very creditable 5th at a good price, 25 to 1. Wasn't a million miles off a place, so I can't grumble at that. I think overall a decent day. Now, talking about decent days, my mate, who I comment back and forward with at least a dozen times a day, Snap Back Value was new really to YouTube pretty much. What a day he's had. He had that winner of the Cheltenham 330, which I didn't do. and he also had high jury or sort of hung jury earlier on. What a double. He did a 10 pence each way, lucky 15, and he got a 20 odd to 1 winner, a 20 odd to 1 winner, and a place, and turned his £3 into £56 something. Well done, snapback value. And in the Tipster challenge today, DG and Grumpy, well, they've been doing it over 3 days. Started last weekend. Grumpy took the lead 1-0. DG won yesterday and DG's won today. So the best of 3, DG come out on top. Well done, both of you, for going up against each other. Congratulations to DG, but well done to both of you for having a go, a bit of fun. And I hope other people have played along with you. It's been a tough, tight contest, but it seems to be that you too have enjoyed yourselves, and of course Snapback will have really enjoyed himself today. And I like to mention these lads because these lads are good friends of mine. I've got quite, I know we don't see each other, but comment-wise, we back and forward all day long pretty much. So we do have, in a sense, a virtual conversation in comments. And it's nice. So it's always nice to mention other tipsters when they're doing well. And well done, as I say, Snapback today. And DG in his battle of the tipsters. And commiserations to Dave, who will be even more grumpy now than he ever is. Anyway, that is your results for today. Not a bad day. 4 places out of 9. Good places too. Realistically as good as small price winners, to be honest. But we move on again tomorrow, and God knows what's on tomorrow. I haven't even had a look at tomorrow's yet. I'll be doing them, and I think there's only 2 meetings on anyway, so there might not be a lot tomorrow. But I can't grumble this week. I've done a trial this week, having a Monday to Saturday. I said that's what I was going to do, and I think overall it's worked. I've made a profit this week. I've put my profit and loss for the week on. Yes, it's only £10 something profit, but I only bet, remember, 50 pence each way or £1 win. That's what I do. So that's small stakes, and that's what I've always stuck with. So people who are putting fivers on to my pounds, well, you're 50 quid up plus this week, 50 odd quid up this week. People who put even more than that on, Scott up in up in Glasgow, he did a treble on my 3 at Cheltenham today. An each way treble. Well done. Good prices, 9 to 1, 14 to 1, 20 to 1 each way treble. Really, really good. Well done, Scott, up there in Bonnie, Scotland. So it's been a good day. Some people, I'm sure I'll get more stories tonight of what people have done. One of mine today, Jen from Newcastle, she went into this Bet365, 6 back 6 horse or something. She got 4 winners, so she won a share of the £5,000. Guess how much she ended up with? £2. She said, I couldn't even buy a Stella. That, so if you want to have a thingy bob, don't do that, because to get £2 out of a share of 5,000, good God, how many have won? Anyway, that is it for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I will be doing tomorrow's horses tomorrow. I will be picking them out tonight, but I'm not going to put the video on tonight. I'm going to have a chilled out evening. I'll put them on in the morning for you because it's Sunday and nearly everybody will be off anyway. Take care. Have a great evening. And if you're into your dancing, Strictly's on in about 45 minutes. Good night. God bless.